Hello, this is Everest Hall. Today, I want to talk about the moon. In particular, I want to talk about an idea I had about the moon about 20 years ago, and the fact that the moon is an eternal object. Unlike any other natural object in our universe, the sun, which you can't look at, try it, you can't, it burns your eyes, and you can't even see the object. The air is constantly in motion, water's in constant renewal, everything's in constant renewal except for the moon. And the moon, what's particularly interesting about it to me is every single person, every human being, the Neanderthals, any conscious species of humanoid has looked upon this moon and their thoughts, their wishes, their desires, their fears, their angers, their emotions, even the non-emotions. It's here. And this thing, which is hanging up above us, it connects everything and everyone. All consciousness that has ever existed and will exist until there is no humanity is wrapped up in this object, which has a secular transition every month in our skies and connects us in this constant movement. Now, I had this particular revelation, I would guess, when I was separated from someone that I was particularly passionate about at that time. And I was desperate, young, hopelessly romantic. Well, I mean, I still am hopelessly romantic. But at that point, like, yeah, in it. And we were separated. And the one thing that really gave me solace was the thought that we were under the same object in space, and that the separation really was not that physical, that we were still physically in the same space. It was just a sphere of atmosphere that we were in. The architecture was larger, the room was larger, the space was larger, and expanding on that largeness and infinity of space, of course, space and time are connected, it also connects everything else. And so I have these moments where I just look up at the sky and I can just kind of feel me and Piero della Francesca, or me and Napoleon, or me and anyone in the same space. And it's fascinating. It's a fascinating little exercise. There's a couple other ideas on the moon. Now the moon, it controls the tides. Without the moon, there is no life on Earth. It has effects on our emotions. There are rumors that the moon landing was false, that it was a hoax, that it was fake, that we didn't land on the moon in the 60s. Perhaps we landed later on the moon. Perhaps we landed earlier on the moon. Perhaps we weren't the first people on the moon. There's a possibility that there's Nazis on the moon, but not like the Nazis who want to take over the world and like kill everybody, but the Nazis who are the Aryan descendants of Atlantis and left Earth and have their own like world on the moon. But they also might live in Hollow Earth through Antarctica, but that's another lecture. There's also rumors that the moon is hollow and a construction part of a system of false moons that were created by an ancient giant race. And there's some ideas that kind of support it. I mean, it's really big for the size of it. Out of all the other moons in our galaxy, our moon, which makes life on Earth so important and so necessary, it's the largest moon in proportion to the planet. And people really haven't figured out how it was formed or what is going on with the moon. Now, another little fact on the moon, this I'm just throwing in. It'll be quick, maybe I'll go. If people want more moon talk, there'll be more moon talks. The dark side of the moon, if you've ever noticed, it's all Soviet names. The front, it's named after like, Europeans and scholars and, Galileo, and everyone's got Copernicus, everyone's got like a little like spot on the moon. It's more Western, but the back of the moon is all Russian. So if you get a moon globe like this one, which I have, which I love, which I used to make that painting behind us, you can really kind of see it and you spend time with it. NASA, they have amazing photographs of the moon. You can just spend lots of time on the moon. I would encourage yourself to, as you look up on the sky, think about everybody who's coming and going, who's influencing you, your best friends, your heroes, your everybody. Realize that you're all connected under one celestial orb under the sky, which may or not contain Nazis and be a space station for giant aliens, which have long since come and gone. Thank you so much. Enjoy, subscribe, share these videos. I love making them. Feel free to give me your comments, suggestions, ideas. I will be talking about everything from the most minute to the most grand. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much.